anything under the umbrella of nursing and family nurse practitioner, you guys are welcome to ask me in the comment section, and I will gladly talk about them in the next episode if there is. Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. For today's video, it's going to be a very different video from all of the videos that I've posted in this channel, only because I'm going to be talking about a very different and very far from makeup or beauty, and it's about my career as a nurse. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. I don't know what to call this. I think I'm gonna call this Nurse Talks. I actually made notes. I plan to make a lot of episodes with this type of topic, me being a nurse, but you know, it all depends if I do get an audience, if I have more questions from my audience from it, so then I'll continue to make this type of videos. If not, oh well. But I have two titles for this one: Nurse Talk or Bedside Talk. You know, like bedside care nurse, bedside talk. I'm leaning more towards that. It's a little bit more unique than just a nurse talk, but nurse talk is pretty basic, but it is, you know, it explains everything. It simplifies everything that this is about nursing talk, right? So like TED Talk, Nurse Talk. Hi, baby. All right. My son needed me for a little bit there, but we are back. All right, so before we begin, I want to start this off with a little bit of background about my career. So I am a registered nurse. I graduated BSN, Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, back in the Philippines, my hometown. I've been a nurse for over 10 years. My specialty would be long-term care, skilled nursing facilities. So that's like a step down after the hospital. So skilled nursing facilities have long-term patients, meaning they live there all their life, and we also have short-term patients who are there for a certain amount of time only. We usually get our patients or short-term patients from the hospitals when they're not ready to go home yet and they still need more therapy or rehab. Then that's when they go to the skilled nursing facilities, or we call them SNF, SNF. So I am a skilled nursing facility nurse, although my experience didn't really start from just skilled nursing facility. I mean, I've experienced all kinds of positions as a nurse, but I stuck with skilled nursing facility. Part of it is because I loved dealing with dementia patients, the long-term patients, the elderly community. It's such a joy, you know, having to deal with those type of patients, and you actually get to know the family of your patients, and you get to establish a really good relationship with family members. And you know, I'm there. I'm a part of I've become a part of their life, actually, because I've been with them since the very beginning all the way till the end, which is, you know, when they go hospice and when they go to comfort care. So I can proudly say that I belong somehow one of those old school nurses, meaning I was a nurse when there was no electronic health records, when charting was just using a pen and on a chart, literally. And you know, then electronics came in, technology came in, and everyone has to chart in the computers and all of that kind of stuff. But anyway, so that's my background. Hold on, I want to make sure that I covered everything because I made notes. So background, school, education, experiences. So if you guys want to know more about my experience as to where I started, where I began, all that kind of stuff, just leave a comment down below if that's what you guys want to talk about next on the next episode, perhaps. I don't know. But the real reason, or the main reason why I wanted to sit down and talk about my career as a nurse, is because I am now a nurse practitioner, right? So there's a lot of questions out there, and the number one question that I get a lot is why NP? Why leave being a nurse and go to an NP, meaning a nurse practitioner, right? Why NP? To be honest, and this is one of the reasons why I finally said, yeah, I think it's time, is because I just got tired being a nurse, a bedside nurse. You could only do bedside nurse for so long. And I think, for the experience that I got, the experiences that I've went through, I think it was really time for me to move on and say, yeah, take off the nursing cap and, frame it, put it in a box. And then I told myself, yeah, it's really time for me to move on. I mean, where can you go from there, right? But up. And I was already in my career as a nurse. I was already at the management. At one point, I was the director of nursing for the skilled nursing facility. And I've handled 5 skilled nursing facility buildings in that span of me as a director of nursing. And, I was totally done. I was like ready to move on to the next level, which for me was becoming a nurse practitioner. So year 2021, I took up MSN, because you have to go through your master's in nursing before you could get onto your FNP, or for my choice, family nurse practitioner, right? Well, that's usually the route. And then once you're done with that route, then you can specialize onto whichever you want to specialize into. For me, I've stuck with family nurse practitioner because I just want to do family practice or primary care. And the reason to that, as to why, that's another topic perhaps, or another video we can talk about. But for today, since it's just an introduction to this nurse talk or bedside talk episodes, I just want to keep it short, try and see if I do get audiences for it. Anyways, so that's the reason why I took up, or I left nursing and became a nurse practitioner. It was just really time for me. Like I said, I've been a nurse for over 10 years. Over 10 years, let me just tell you that. And it was just time for me to just move on. So that's why I moved on, and yeah, I took nurse practitioner for school. The second most, is that even correct? The second most common question after why take up nurse practitioner is it worth it? So I am not yet in that position to answer the question as to is it worth it leaving nursing or becoming a nurse practitioner, because I just graduated last year, June of 2023. And early this year, 2024, I have landed my first job as a family nurse practitioner, which is my specialty. I haven't really started yet. My start date is next month, but I have already started training, meaning official start date is next month, but I've already started shadowing the doctor that is going to be training me to become a primary care provider. And I'm going to be joining a respectable group here where I live, or somewhere here in this area. I can't tell you yet if it's worth it leaving the nursing career for a nurse practitioner. So ask me in 6 months, or perhaps maybe I could film another episode in the future and let you know if it's worth it, right? But one thing I could tell you is that in my last years as a nurse, I was a director of nursing. So of course, my salary is way up there. Now that I am in my first year as a family nurse practitioner, I can tell you there's a big difference with the salary. Big cut from the salary. But, I took it as if when I was just starting my career as a nurse. You got to start somewhere, right? So when you have zero experience as a nurse and you come in as a newbie, and then you start working, they always start you off with a specific salary for someone who has zero experience. So I took it that way, where as a family nurse practitioner, since I have zero experience as a family nurse practitioner, and I'm going to go through training. Someone at the door? Okay, no. So since I'm going to go through training, of course, my salary is not going to start somewhere pretty high, right? So yeah, on that note, it's not worth it, because if you've been a nurse for quite long or so long, your salary is probably way close to 200K. Let's just say that, especially if you're a nurse in the California area, or if you're a travel nurse, you're definitely making that much. If you become a family nurse practitioner or a nurse practitioner in any specialty, if you're just beginning or starting, you're probably not going to be making that much. You're going to start in the low, okay? So yeah, that is it. Hold on. Yeah, so that's it. That's what I wrote, like talk about my salary and training. So all right, so those are actually the only 3 things that I wanted to talk about for today's video, since I don't want to make it too long. If you guys have any more questions that you want me to answer, you want me to talk about, I could definitely do that on my next episode. Just leave them in the comments section, and I'll take notes, and I'll make sure that I'll discuss them with you. So I'm gonna try my best to answer them. So yeah, I wanted to start this new episode. I'm still in my closet filming with my backdrop, but I just brought in a different chair so I could be more comfortable. And I think I broke the chair. Yeah, oh my gosh. Anyways, that's it, you guys. Thank you so much. Wait, am I in frame? Like, I've been talking all this time and I wasn't in frame. Holy crap. Anyways, all right, so I hope I will be able to make more videos of this, because I really love talking about nursing or nurse practitioner. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so I can make more videos like this. Or if you're not interested in videos like this, I have a lot of videos related to beauty, because I am your nurse that's addicted to makeup. Hey, see you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Anyways, I'm talking too much. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, hold on.
Bye,
Baby?
guys.
Hey, like that.
Bye,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, Frank said he wants to go to a strip club.
Okay.